Hey, here's something to think about the next time you have to take your car to the mechanic.
A Metro man called our Consumer Watch team after he took his truck in, but take a look at how it came out.
Just go on.
At one point, this was a black 1998 Dodge Ram pickup, and it was Chris Hand, a father of four's only means of transportation.
That was our only vehicle we had to get around, to get to work, to go to the grocery store, anything.
But it wound up like this after what he thought was a routine trip to the mechanic. You can't tell, but he says he had just put in a rebuilt motor and transmission to keep it all going. All it needed was a tune-up and some new spark plugs. That's why he took it to Nuwala Automotive. But when he picked it up, he says it started backfiring. So he took it right back and dropped it off again.
Called me about a week later and, hey, your truck burnt to the ground. And I said, you're kidding me.
He says the explanation he got was the truck backfired at the shop. That sparked a fire, and when Chris asked about compensation or a replacement truck, he says he was told the shop didn't have any insurance, so he was out of luck.
I did all that work to it, and then to see it burnt like that, I didn't know what to do about it.
He called us, and we went to Nuwala Automotive.
No way in the world I feel responsible, because we hadn't even opened the hood on it, except about a month prior to that.
Owner Charles Bryan maintains Chris had the truck for about a month before returning it to his shop, so nothing his workers did caused the backfiring or the fire.
It's just an accident. It happened. It just happened here. You know, it could happen to him on the side of the road somewhere.
So here's what you need to know. The Oklahoma Insurance Department says shops like his are not required to have insurance to cover their work, but I go ahead and ask them if they do. It may make it easier to collect should something happen, but keep in mind, if it's unclear who's at fault, it could fall back on your insurance. Unfortunately, Chris only has liability, which will not cover his burned truck.
But even though the shop owner says they're not liable, he does sincerely feel awful that this has happened. He wants to help any way he can, so he tells us he will work with Chris to fix up any old truck that he